Welcome back to another video from this channel, Concept of the Mind. In this video we'll be talking about goals, how to set them, factors to consider when setting goals, how to maintain them, and why don't our goals work? Why don't we achieve them? So without any further ado, let's get into the video.
September we met, I can tell by your smile.
But before we go any further into this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss out on any new content I will be putting out. So we all know that 2020 wasn't the best year for us to live our lives. 2020 wasn't the ideal year for goals and plans that we've set out to do and accomplish. It was just a terrible year for anything to be done. The only thing that made a big impact in 2020 was the coronavirus. Yes, but it's a new year now. It's now 2021. And we are out here and we have a new year. We have our resolutions and the virus is somewhat contained. So there has been multiple vaccines created to further control the virus. So what do we do now? Obviously, we have to live our lives. The right thing would be to set our goals and get our lives back on track. But what are goals? Goals are an idea of a future desire that someone has. Or to be more frank, it's roughly a purpose or aim for someone who is anticipating the future and who has their eyes on an object, whether it's physical or an abstract object. But here's a fun fact. According to the University of Scranton, a whopping 92% of persons who set goals for New Year's never meet these goals. So that leaves a small 8% minority of persons who actually achieve these goals yearly. These persons are considered the elite of the human race. So hold on. If our goals mean so much to us, why is there such a big figure of persons who are actually failing to meet these goals? Persons who are actually failing to get to their goals if they mean so much to us in life. Most persons won't understand this figure. But for us to understand this and why we are failing, we have to go on a deep psychological aspect of why persons set goals in the first place. So for us to understand this, we first have to know the types of goals there are. There are two main types of goals, push goals and pull goals. So, what are push goals? Push goals are the special type of goals that help you to achieve most, if not all, of your other goals. Think about it like the domino effect. You set up one domino first and then put the rest in line. So, your push goal would be the first domino in line. It will knock over most of your other goals. Meanwhile, pull goals are the type of goals that you want to achieve, something that you feel naturally compelled to. You come up with a plan, you form a structure, and you just feel so easy doing this type of goal. So, let's look at a few benefits of push goals. One benefit is that push goals are more efficient. They help you to accomplish more in a allotted time. So this helps you to place less individualized attention on each aspect of your goal. Think of this as an invisible system that helps you to be more efficient accomplishing your goal. Benefit of push goals is it stretches you beyond your comfort zone. It exercises your faith in yourself and your ability and helps you to build in your strengths and weaknesses where they are needed. One of the greatest returns is that if done right, it will give you a more powerful return than your other goals, because the concept of it is to align with your other goals and place it first, and it will carry out most of the tasks for the other goals. Pull goals also have their advantages. One of the advantages of a pull goal is it helps you to quickly adapt to change that you may occur during the process of setting these goals or during the process of executing your goals. Another benefit is it helps you to scale the optimal capacity of your ability. One of the best advantages of a pull goal is it helps you to increase productivity and improve flow and efficiency in executing. Some disadvantages of a push goal would be that it's always forced. It's never easy. It will always be the harder goal. It will always be the hardest goal setting method to choose. You will constantly feel hard work and feel the pressure of your willpower. Even though these types of goals have their benefits and their advantages, there are also disadvantages to consider. The biggest disadvantage for a pull goal system is that it is more likely for you to run into dilemmas and not meet your goals due to complacency. So here are a few setting goals. Firstly, you always have to be very specific about your goal. What exactly are your goals? Where are your goals leading to? Why are you setting these goals? How will you benefit from these goals? I've seen countless of persons who wanted to make a change and said that, yes, I am going to make a change. This is the time. But you have to be exact about what you're going to change. You can't say you want to lose weight and don't have a plan about it. Planning is key. You always have to have a concrete, solid foundation to build a house. So your foundation would be your plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Say you don't know how to be specific about your goal. You don't know what exactly you want to do. It's a new year, but you're not sure of the things you want to change. I'll give you a few pointers on how to find out what exactly your goal is or should be, and a few pointers in how to build yourself in your goal making process. One way to find your goal and find who you are is to try to discover your purpose. What do you think is your purpose? Why do you think you're here? Think about the things that you like. Another one would be explore the things that you love and explore the things that you enjoy. See where this leads you to. See things you learn from this. Another way would be ask yourself, what are the things I like to express most to the world? Another one could be create a life purpose statement. Sit and write about the things that you think you like in life, the things that you think you would change in your life internally and externally. Another factor would be visualization. This is key because without seeing yourself doing something, there is no way that you can do it. You have to envision yourself doing what you say you want to do. You have to embody yourself in your mind. Recreate yourself in the image of what you want to do. There's no way you can be a track and field star if you've never run on a track before. You have to envision yourself and then apply yourself, and this will help you to get to your goal. The other factor would be to break it down. Break it down into baby steps. Even though you've made an overall plan, you still have to have small stages within that plan to get to each step of your goal. This is crucial because without the small things within your plan, you won't have that vision of the things that will happen within the time that you've created to get to your goal. There will be hiccups along the way, there will be a few bumps in the road, so breaking it down would help you to evade these type of events and help you to better cope with these type of events. So remember, break it down. The other factor would be to not be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry to complete your goals. Even though you really want to get there, I know you really want to, you have to be taking your time and use all of your time wisely. Don't be in a rush. How often have you seen persons rush to create a product and by the end of the time the product is mediocre or doesn't stand up to the quality that the person had suggested in the first place? This is crucial because it takes time for you to learn from events. It takes time for you to grow. It won't just happen overnight. This is the type of thing you would want to own, the type of things you would want to go through because it gives you a better hand of experience So further on in the future, you would know what to do if you were faced with certain events once more. Another aspect would be time. You have to be time bound. Even though you do not want to rush, you have to make a specific time where you can complete and reach your goals. You don't want to set a short time where you won't be able to grow and get the right amount of knowledge, or to pressure yourself to meet this target. You don't want to make the time too long, so you will procrastinate along the way, and then everything learned would be a waste of time because you won't remember anything that you have learned, or you won't be able to apply anything because it has faded away within the time spent not doing anything. So be time bound. Set a time plan. Give yourself time to grow. Give yourself time to work. You have to be paying attention to time. Another factor would be consistency. Consistency is key in the making of any product. Your life is a product of you. You are the person creating. You are the person creating the events that happen in your life. You are the person creating memories. You are the person creating the future. Your life is in your own hands. So be consistent. Consistency is key where it relates to the work you put in, the things you think about, the places you go, the things you expose yourself to. And consistency is key to the goals that you set. Another factor is motivation. You have to motivate yourself on a regular to stay consistent with your dreams, with your goals, and with your aspirations. There will be times when you feel like this is overwhelming, that this is just too much. There will be times that you feel like you can't do anymore, you can't go any further. There will be times that you will feel like this doesn't make any more sense. Why did I start this in the first place? No, you cannot think like that. Remember the end game. Remember the results. Remember the value you will get from making these decisions. Remember everything that you will benefit from this. Remember the time you've put in. These are the things that will motivate you to finish this goal, to reach this goal, and to accomplish the things you've set out for initially. Another factor is investment. And when I say investment, I mean absolute investment. Remember when I said that you are the product of your life? Your life is in your own hands. Yes, invest in yourself. Invest in the person you are. Invest in the product that you bring to the world. Invest everything that you have in your own self, because at the end of the day, no one will do that for you. How many times have you heard persons say, if I've just put in a little bit more time, if I did just do this, it would be a better product. If I have just done that. You have the ability not to say this. You have the ability to evade this type of thinking, evade this type of results. Invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in your goals. And the final factor is not to give up. Never give up. Never ever say that I give up. Why do I say this? If you've looked back on all of the factors that I've gave you before, you will realize that everything that you have done before reaching this point has been successful. If you've reached here, you have done it all. So why give up? Why give up on the last lap? You've done so much already. You remember when I said you must visualize, you must motivate yourself, you must be specific, you must find yourself, you must invest in your goal, you must be consistent. Don't be in a rush, but break it down into small steps where you can overcome. And I guarantee you that at the end of this goal, at the end of this year, you will feel a great joy knowing that you've completed it. And next year and the next goals that you set will be completely easier, knowing that you've done this before. So remember, if this video has been any at all helpful to you, remember to subscribe, like, share, and tell all of your friends about this channel, and tell them to come and get some of the good things that we are giving out over here. Thank you. See you next time.